everybody. Hope everybody's doing really well today. I'm here to do my September 2022 wrap up, and in full honesty, it's going to be a really short one. September ended up being a crazy busy month for me with work, and then working on my thesis, and then also I did some traveling, and my parents came to visit from the US, so it was just a jam-packed month. So overall, I colored in 4 books, which is definitely the least amount of books I've colored in a very long time. And I did a total of 13 pages. So I'm gonna quickly go through with everything that I completed. And I mean, hopefully October is gonna be a better coloring month for me, but realistically it probably won't be, just because I also have a lot going on next month or this month. But yeah, so the first book that I colored in is Rita Berman's My Trip Around Europe. This is a book that gets not enough love and attention in my collection, so I am trying to change that. And I colored this page here. I think it's part of the French section, if I'm not mistaken. And something about this page just really spoke to me. I don't know, I love baking. Big fan. I honestly don't have enough people in my life that would want to eat as many baked goods as I'm willing to make. So I decided to work on this page. It's 100% brute funners, and then some metallic gel pen, like through here, for example, as you can see. I'm trying to think where else. I think, and then also here a little bit on the stars, which I did, of course, smudge, so way to go on that one. But the metallic gel pen that you see are my beloved, let me get them. These bad boys, the Edding 84, whatever they're called. I will leave these linked down below just because I think they're absolutely amazing. So this blue here, which hopefully is catching the light, is this blue. So they're the Edding 2185. But yeah, again, I'll link them down below. They're amazing. I talk about them in almost every single wrap-up video that I do because they're just so delightfully shiny. And they're super smooth and everything. You do have to wait for them to dry or you're going to get the streaking, but that was a me fault. That was not on the pens. So I'm glad I was able to do another page in here. This is my second page. I've done this one, but that's from July of this year. So slowly chipping away at this book. I know she did release her My Trip Around Asia. I'm gonna hold off on purchasing that one until I do more in this book, as well as my other Rita Berman books. But I do love her art style, which I think is not a secret at this point. Then I did a handful in my 50 Stylish Mandalas by Camellia Angelkova, and actually I completed this book, which is so exciting. I did more pages in this book this month than I was expecting to, but that's because I was so close to being done with this book that I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna finish the book. So I think I did like 7 pages in here, maybe 8, cannot recall, and I just go in order in this book. I will also be uploading a full flip of like the completed book. So the first one I did in the beginning of the month is this one. It's 100% alcohol markers, so no shininess. I think it was a combination of my Ohuhus and then my like knockoff cheapo alcohol markers I got off Amazon. And then we have this Snowflake looking one. And for this one, I did want to go for like quote unquote wintry colors, just because it's a snowflake, or at least I view it as a snowflake. So that's why I went in with what to me are like more wintry colors. So really, I just love this book, and honestly, I will end up repurchasing it just because I love the mandalas in here so much. Then I did this one that frankly I don't like. This was a color palette I saw online and I thought, oh yes, like vibrant colors, deep, rich tones. I don't love it. I don't love it. I think it's not the mandala itself, it's the colors that I chose, but it's fine. I honestly just love coloring mandalas. I find it to be super duper relaxing, but I don't love this color combination. So Next time I'll do better. I really like this one. I'm a big fan of like a nice muted, kind of more low-key kind of color palette. So I do really like this one, and I was going for autumn colors. Autumn is officially here in Germany. You know, it's definitely getting colder. It's definitely getting rainier. It's getting dark much sooner. So I was in the fall mood, hence this page. Then another fall muted color palette. I love these kind of color palettes. Yeah, I don't think these two were like color palettes I found online. I think it's just I pulled random markers. As you can see, there's yellowing, and it's from this page because of the cheapo alcohol markers. So I will not be bringing those with me to the US. Those will be going to a donation bin or the garbage, yet to decide. But really like this one as well. Then I did this one, which was a color palette I found online. This mandala already had some black in it, like some of the areas were blacked out. So I just kind of went with it and added more black into it. And then of course the vibrant colors. So I wasn't too thrilled about the butterflies. I prefer mandalas that just have designs. But I feel like I still enjoyed it. I just don't usually tend to go for the ones with like animals or fruit. I don't know, whatever, you know. So the butterflies weren't my favorite, but I feel like I still made it work for myself. Really like this one. And again, all alcohol markers, no gel pen. Then I did this one, which obviously does have gel pen. And that was actually not the pen I wanted to use. It was supposed to be a black gel pen, like a black glitter pen. The pen itself looked black, but then I started coloring and it was gray, and I had already colored, and I was honestly just not in the mood and too lazy to like try and cover it up. So I just stuck with the gray. This was a color palette I found online, and it looked better with the black, first of all. And then I think the green that I chose is too vibrant. I was trying to go for another autumn kind of color palette. So if you can tell, I'm using a lot of browns and oranges lately, just in that autumn feelings, autumn mood. So don't love the choice of the gray, but I do love how shiny it is. So that's so nice. Something about a glitter pen, just amazing. And then this was also another autumn color palette. And this one has a lot of gel pen. So this had 3 gel pens and 2 alcohol markers. So it's mostly gel pen. And the reason I did that is because there was more like finer details in here that I knew the alcohol marker would kind of struggle with. So I'm glad I did the gel pen. It's so shiny. When I was working on this, my hands were just covered in glitter, which I don't mind. I don't care. So really, really like this one. Super reflective. This shiny purple is just giving me life. It's so nice. And this is actually the last page in this book, so I'm happy to have it completed on such a happy note and such a shiny note. But yeah, it's super nice. This was just colors that I pulled myself. I was trying to go for like a Halloween purple, orange mood, but again, very, very autumn. Yellowing here as well from this orange. I think I threw the orange out. But yeah, I just really, really love this book. So that's it. That's the last page. You know, here is the printout of the other books that she has or had at the time. She's released many others since. So actually, after I finish filming this video, I'm going to I'm going to film a full flip of this completed book. So if you want to see the other mandalas that I colored in this book, the video is going to go up after this one. So just keep an eye out. But yes, it's definitely bittersweet that I completed this book. I think I had it for over a year. Let's see when I did the first page. I did the first page in August of 2021. So it just took me just a little over a year to complete it. So love that. And that is my first ever completed mandala book. I think. I did a completed mandala book from Belba Family, but that one was a color by number. And speaking of Belba Family, I did, I think, 3 images in Party Patterns by Belba Family. And it's a pixel book with a 3x3mm sections. I adore this book. I'm more than 50% done with it at this point. The pages are just so easy and super relaxing. And I just use water-based markers in here and mostly the cross-stitch method. So I did the Dino Party page with a bunch of lovely dinosaurs. This just reminded me of my little nephew because he really likes dinosaurs. And I did recently, a couple of days ago, go to the Natural History Museum here in Berlin. So it just kind of ties my month together, I guess. But yeah, really like this one. It was very, very easy. And yeah, I like the colors. They're so vibrant. And again, just reminds me of hanging out with my little nephew. Then I did the pumpkin page, which I think is supposed to be for Halloween, but I honestly don't care. At a certain page in September, I just really fell into, okay, yep, it's autumn. I am in the autumn spirit. So I'm going to do everything autumn. So that includes pumpkin pages. That also included me watching the first Hocus Pocus movie. I know the second one came out. Haven't seen that yet. But I watched the first Hocus Pocus movie. Of course, I've seen it before. But yeah, so I'm just much more in the autumn spirit this month than I think I've almost ever been. So hence the pumpkin page. And then I don't remember what this one was. I guess I can look it up. But I like the vibrant colors of this one. And there weren't too many colors used. So this one was a super speedy one. Let's see, page 59. Let's see what kind of celebration this is. 59, Autumn Sweet Party. So I don't know why this is specifically an autumn sweet party, but we'll just trust Belba Family on that one. But yeah, I love this book. I'm hoping to finish it, but we'll see how the next couple of months go with workload and schoolwork and everything. But yeah, I think I've done 18 pages. I am obviously keeping track. There's a total of 30 in here, and I've definitely done more than 15. So would love to finish this book and add it to my completed coloring books collection, which is actually a lie because I don't actually keep my completed books, but I would love to complete this. Adore the 3x3 Belba Family books. I think they also have a Halloween one that tends to be quite popular. So if you enjoy Halloween things and you're looking for like a 3x3 pixel kind of coloring book, check out Belba Family. And then last but not least is my beloved Disney Princesses Dots, Waves, Lines, Spirals coloring book. This book graces almost every single month's completed pages. She is beat up. She has traveled. She has gone to the beach. She has gotten coffee spilled on her. She looks rough, but this book is very loved and I am hoping to finish it at some point in the near future. I do also have a whip in here at the moment, but the page that I completed was this one. And it's 2 gel pens. I think they're both metallics. I feel like the top blue is a little bit shinier than the bottom blue, but I'm just using up some gel pens that I have kicking around, and this book is fabulous for that. So I think I've completed all the other pages leading up to that one, so that's why I picked this one. I'm kind of going in order at this point and just completing pages. Because before I was jumping all over the page, but now that I am, I don't want to say in the final stretch because I do still have a good portion of this book to do. But since I'm over the 50% mark, I'm kind of starting to go in order. I have a tally going. I have 37 done in here, and there's a total of 52. So I'm definitely over the 50% mark. I love this book. It was really cheap on Amazon, and I've just really, really enjoyed having it. I've had it for, I want to say maybe like 2 years at this point, maybe even over 2 years. And this book has never done me wrong. I can always tell who the princess is. There's no printing errors. There's no like miscellaneous lines going through it. It's just great. So really, really big fan, and it does feature various types of colorings. So I usually use gel pens in here, and that's how I use them up. So if I have like almost empty gel pens, I will just go into this book, and then pictures will end up looking like, let's see, I know I did one in here somewhere where I used up a bunch of pens. Like this you can see is a 50-50, because why not? And then like something like this, you can clearly see I went through a bunch of gel pens on this one, and that's because they were almost empty. So that's it. Those are the 4 books that I colored in. Again, not a huge coloring month for me, but it was a busy one. October's also going to be absolutely hectic. So we will see how my coloring continues. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.